Jake won't be
Jake
here
won't
tonight.
be here yet.
And Jesse won't be here either. Because when he's been here,
Yeah, gone. Hopping.
All right, you're good to start. There you go. Okay, great. Thank you all for being here. Glad you're here. Let's do the usual. Let's start with Pledge of Allegiance and the prayer. I'll go ahead and lead us in the pledge, and Commissioner Nemelka, if you'll give the prayer. Sure. Repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our dear Father in heaven, we're so grateful we could meet here this evening as members of the Mapleton community. We're grateful for the wonderful opportunity we have to live here and the beautiful surroundings and wonderful people here. We're grateful for the people who went before us, who helped to create the culture and cement this community in such good values. And we're so grateful for the blessings we enjoy from living here. We're so grateful for all that we have. We ask that they'll please bless other parts of the world, especially those that are in turmoil and commotion right now, that they will be able to find peace, that there might be world leadership that will be able to come together and also help us find peace. Please bless the world also with the pandemic, that it may be resolved quickly. We say these things in the name of thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Unlock my phone here. Okay, consent items. Items on the consent agenda are routine in nature and do not require discussion or independent action. Members of the commission may ask that any items be considered individually for purposes of commission discussion and or for public comment. Unless that is done, one motion may be used to adopt all recommended actions. So those items are the Planning Commission meeting minutes from the August 12th meeting, consideration of a request for a home occupation to operate in a home nail salon, 2542 West Townhouse Drive in the SDP1 zone, and consideration of a request for a preliminary plat approval for the Wren Meadows subdivision, an 8-lot subdivision located at 1200 North, 1700 East in the A2 zone with a TDR overlay. So those are the items. Are there any questions or any considerations that would like to be discussed as a commission?
Yeah, I had a question on item number 3 for the Wren Meadows subdivision. So in the description there, it says that the applicant's going to install improvements. The improvements on 1600 North will include road widening and curb and gutter to match the property to the east. So that property, is that referring to the Optoff property?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So there is no curb and, well, there's kind of a curb and gutter there right now.
Yeah, the line of the road will match the Optoff's curb and gutter that was installed there.
Okay, because, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty short piece, and it's not the high curb and gutter, it's kind of that lower style.
It's more of a trough curb.
Yep, so it'll just match that. 12th North will match the improvements on 12th North, and then 1700 East will have no curb and gutter. We're trying to keep that in the rural country lane feel, but it will have the trail that will connect with the trail that's in Maple Glen just east of, or just south of there. So the trail system will work its way north to south to connect with the trail on 16 South. If that makes sense.
Okay, good. I just wanted to clarify that. So that helps.
Any other comment or discussion? If not, then I will accept a motion.
I motion that we adopt the recommendation of staff on all 3 consent items.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you. Item number 4, let me scroll clear down. Where is it? Okay. Consideration of amendments to Mapleton City Code Title 17 regarding subdivision requirements. Sean.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the commission. So as you recall, a couple of months ago, we adopted a variety of changes to the subdivision ordinance. These are a couple of additional changes that we intended to include that just weren't included in that round. Pretty standard. There's nothing really dramatic in these changes. The first change is that we're just officially adopting AASHTO standards for our geometric standards for our roads for items that aren't already included in the subdivision ordinance. We use AASHTO standards already. It's just that they haven't been formally adopted, so that would be what this amendment would accomplish. The second item is typically, occasionally we'll have developments that'll do a 5+7 road, and then the neighbor next door will develop and they'll finish out the road. Right now, they're only improving which is less than half of the road. And so what this ordinance says is if you complete that side of the road, you will overlay to the center line of the street so we get a better, more seamless improvement of the roadway surface. So that's what item 2 is. Item 3, right now, developers, when they subdivide, they will pay a fee, a street light fee, and then we order the lights through Rocky Mountain Power. Rocky Mountain Power installs them, and then we pay an annual maintenance fee to Rocky Mountain Power. What we're proposing is to cut Rocky Mountain Power out of that and just have the developer purchase the lights and install them. What's happening a lot with Rocky Mountain Power is they're kind of spread thin, and so a development will go in, and sometimes it's months and months, even years before the street lights come in. And then the street lights come in and residents are upset that they're in front of their home and they didn't know it, or things like that. There's complications that come. And that's also, we're probably paying more than we should for these lights long term because they're charging us an annual maintenance fee, and there's very little maintenance on these lights. And so what this ordinance will change is that it'll push the burden to the developer. They'll install the lights, they'll purchase the lights, and then the city will maintain them in the future. So those are the 3 changes that are proposed with these amendments. Happy to go over any questions if there are any.
I have a question on the street light. Is there a standard for what's acceptable?
Yes, there'll be the current standard, the lights that we're currently using are the ones that will continue to be used, so they'll match what we already have in town. There's a couple of options. If the council chooses to relook at the actual light itself, they would then adopt that, and whatever that is, that's what the developer will use. So we'll just say, here's the light, here's who supplies them, and then they'll go purchase them. So we won't be getting a mishmash of styles and
So they won't,
and
they
types.
really will not have an option.
Correct.
It will just be, this is what you have to put.
Correct. Here's the standard. They'll purchase and put them in. Yep.
And then on the maintenance going forward, you said the city's going to start taking care of that instead of Rocky Mountain.
Right.
And is that on everything now, or is Rocky Mountain still doing anything that has already been installed before this is put into place?
This will just be for new lights going forward. So the ones that are in are their lights. They'll continue to maintain them. It's just from now moving forward. There may come a time where it makes sense for us to purchase those and take them all over, but at this point, this would just be for now moving forward.
What do the numbers look like for that maintenance that we pay to Rocky Mountain Power?
I don't have the figures with me tonight, but we're paying more than we should.
Okay.
Because the lights last, the bulbs can last 5+ years now. And the maintenance that they do is basically come in and replace a bulb.
Yep.
And we're paying an annual maintenance fee that doesn't make sense to
Yeah,
continue.
and our more modern lights, I don't know what the standard is, but most of them are LED, and you get an even longer life.
Close to
than
10 years. And these will all be dark sky lights, and so it encourages the light, it doesn't create light pollution off-site. It's meant to just be localized, and so it'll meet the dark sky requirements as
Right.
well.
I like the idea of getting out from underneath Rocky Mountain Power.
Yeah,
Oh.
I agree.
Maybe we visit that sooner than later.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Any other discussion about that? If not, then I'll entertain a motion.
It is a public hearing, so
Oh,
just
let's open
Case.
public hearing.
in case anyone's dying to speak on it.
Any comments, questions? Okay,
We're good.
seeing none, then I will close public hearing and entertain a motion.
I'll motion to recommend that the city council adopt the attached ordinance for the changes to the subdivision ordinance.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passes. And is that it?
That's it for tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks
Short
for
and
coming down
short
for
and sweet.
such a short one. Yes.